Hey, I'm Sharon Pearson and I'm the author of Ultimate You, and it's a pleasure to have you here, and I wonder if we've crossed paths before. What I want to share with you today, in my 15 years of being a coach and a trainer and a mentor and building an 8-figure business, is this: until we know how this works, this can't work. So what do I mean by that? The most valuable real estate we can ever invest in is the real estate right between our ears. But people don't know what to invest in, so bear with me. I've been working for 15 years with people who want to achieve their goals, and some do and some don't. And I see them going to amazing rah-rah events where they come out so pumped up and they're gonna do it and they're gonna smash their goals. And 3 days later, they're right where they were. Because they made the investment in the course, but they didn't invest in the right stuff in here. So what is it they're not investing in? What is it they're not attending to? And this has puzzled me. It really has, because I meet people every single day who say they're going for it, and this is it, and no one's gonna stop them, and they're on fire, and they do nothing. And I say, what happened? You had all these great dreams and you didn't do it. Oh, this happened, and then work, and then my kids, and then my partner wasn't really that, and I just didn't feel it was the right time. And these excuses come bubbling out, and I call them on it because I'm a coach. And I say, are you hearing yourself? Are you hearing what you're telling yourself? That you're allowing procrastination to be the fanciest discussion ever, but it still comes down to, I'm delaying living my life. Yeah, but I'll do it another time, I'll do it later. So what is going on? It can't be simple as me saying as a coach, or a coach saying, well, you can't do it later, what you do it, because in coaching we learn, if you're gonna do it now, that's the only time you have, there is no later, it's this whole thing. It's not working. And it really got me questioning coaching. And it got me questioning NLP and the rah-rah weekends. Because I know after doing this for 15 years and being with tens of thousands of people, there are more people coming out of those weekends not making the change than who are. So what's the difference? And again, it's here, but what is it? And this is where the message, I feel that we're going to differ from rah-rah, go for it. And I love a rah-rah weekend as much as anyone, but it's not translating into the results people are wanting to their lives. So then I dive deeper. What is it that we want in our lives? If it's not just rah-rah and we're ready to go, we're a bullet and we're powering through life, what is it? And I realized it was people didn't know. A lot of people, I would say most people, don't know how to trust themselves. Well, how did you get to that, Sharon? Well, try it on. Someone's got all these excuses. Maybe you've been through a period of your life like this as well. I know I have. All these excuses, but when you dig down, those excuses were a way of keeping them distracted from doing their dream. And if they didn't have the distractions and they just had them in their dream, they'd be really scared. That's what I dug it down to. I kept digging and asking these questions. Well, what is it? It's the realization, if it's just me and my dream, and with a blank canvas, I don't know how to live my dream. That's sad. That's messed up. What do you mean you don't know how to live your dream? I don't know how to trust myself to move forward. Do you know the first step? Yep. Do you know the second step? Yep. Do you know the third step? Yep. But you're not doing it? No. Why not? I don't trust me to be able to handle it. I wonder if that resonates with you, and it certainly did for me for a long time. Up until the age of 37, this is where I lived. I don't know how to trust me with my dream. I don't know how to trust me to handle what could happen as I pursue my dream. I don't know how to trust myself to handle setbacks. I don't know how to trust myself to handle mistakes. I don't know how to trust myself. So what I'll do instead is I'll lease out my life to everybody around me and have them tell me what I can and can't do. And I'll seek permission and I'll seek approval and I'll check in and I'll make sure I've got enough support. And when all of that's aligned, so everybody around me agrees, then I may take a step forward. And so no one moves. And everyone's just standing there, just bouncing against the four walls they've built of their lives. They're not approving enough. They're judging me a little bit. What if they don't agree with me? What if they disapprove of me? What if they say something bad about me? And so many people are literally not living any attempt to live their dreams because they've replaced how to have this relationship with themselves and their dreams with, I'll have a relationship with a bunch of people who should never be empowered to have a view on my life, and I'll listen to them more than I listen to myself. Can I go deeper? Here's the thing. Why do we do that? Why do we listen to all these people instead of ourselves? It's because we don't know how to listen to ourselves. How many times have you seen a program promising trust your intuition, or you see wonderful quotes on trust your intuition? Well, I drill down on that. Why aren't people trusting their intuition? These are wonderful quotes by fabulous people. Let's trust our intuition. And I drilled down with thousands of people, and you know what they said consistently? Intuition to me looks a lot like fear. I'm listening to my fear. I don't know how to listen to my intuition. So I listen to fear, and my fear voice is saying, my self-talk is saying, this gremlin in my head that's residing full time is saying, don't do it. Don't take the risk. Don't move forward. Don't claim your dream. And this fear voice, this self-talk is saying, yeah, but they won't approve. They might judge you. They're not going to support you. They'd rather you just settle down. And this self-talk just takes up residence in these people's heads and gets louder and louder. And so it's the only voice they're listening to. And then this quote comes along saying, trust your intuition. And they're going, I ain't got none. I got this self-voice that's taken up in my head, full-time residence, and it's taken over. And it is dominating me. And it is telling me to play the smallest game possible so I upset the least number of people possible so I don't feel afraid that I'm not enough. And so we're back full circle to how do we trust ourselves? How do we trust ourselves? That is such an important question. It is my passion. That question after 15 years is my passion. How do we learn to trust ourselves? It's a question worth exploring. I have written thousands of pages on this topic. It consumes me, and I wonder if there is a voice in you that you can hear, a whisper inside that is saying, that question matters. Because if we can answer that question, how do I trust myself? If we can answer that question, then we can stop listening to the self-talk, and we can stop pandering to and submitting to the will of people who should have no view. And we know how to listen to ourselves. That's what this telecast is going to be about. If we dare, we're going to dive deep into answering that question. How do we trust? How do I trust me? Just try that on. What would my life be like if I trusted me? And you know what? I get a lot of people come up to me and they say, well, you know what, Sharon? I trust me, but I don't trust anybody else. They are saying I don't trust myself with anyone else. It's still lack of self-trust. Or I get lots of people coming to me saying, oh, it's not about me not trusting myself. I know I can trust myself. It's just people really let me down. That's the same pattern. That's saying I don't know how to trust me to handle it. And that's what this telecast is about. We're going to be looking at, breaking down, unpacking how to trust ourselves, how you can trust you. That's what we're going to be doing together on this telecast. So here's the thing. How do we go about setting up this year to be extraordinary? Not because everybody approves of us, but because we approve of ourselves. How do we go about making this year fabulous? Not because everything goes our way, but because we know we can handle it when it doesn't, and we can still triumph. How can we make this year phenomenal? Because we are so grateful for the person we're becoming. That's what this telecast is all about. This journey, I believe, is the most important journey any of us can take. I have never met the person who is the exception to the question, do you know how to trust you? I've never met the exception. So you and I can create something really magical that day. It'll be fully interactive. I look forward to your comments, your discussions, finding out how we can take our lives not to the next level. Enough of let's go to the next level, yay. Let's go deeper. Let's dive into who we are so that we can come to know I matter, I'm worthy, I'm lovable, I'm enough, and I can trust. I'll see you on the telecast.